Hello, my name is Fabio Cari and I'm the Managing Director here at Club Vini. Today we are talking about Sardegna. Sardegna is the island to the left of Italy, which its closest region would probably be Tuscany, Lazio. And Sardegna is a great region for producing wine. It has its own great sort of terrain in terms of sort of clay soils, limestone, sandstone. It's the terroir, if you like. It's got the hills, it's got the coastal lines. Great sort of place to produce wines. It's very much, even in the grape varieties, it's very much its own little country, if you like. It doesn't actually, you'll see very little native Italian grapes in Sardinia. In actual fact, you'll find more sort of Spanish and French type varietals there. And they produce some amazing wines. I mean, the guys that we're talking about today are Sella Mosca. Sella Mosca is probably the most recognized producer in Sardegna at the moment. I mean, they've been going for a long time. The quality of the wines are consistent. You know, ever since I've been using Sella Mosca, we've never really had a problem with them. They're always producing consistently good quality wines. Now, the guys, basically the story is that in 1899, two adventurers from Piemonte, I believe it was, stumbled across the terrain, Mr. Sella and Mr. Mosca, and the rest is history, as they say. They saw the potential in the land, and they just started producing their wines, and you know, as I say, the rest is history, but the wines, you have to try them. So basically, ALGHERO is the place where they're situated, which is northwest of the island of Sardegna, and we've got these three wines today, which I'm quite excited about. So today we are going to start with La Cala. La Cala is a 100% Vermentino di Sardegna. La Cala, I believe, is the name of the coastal breeze that goes along the coast, and that's what they call it, La Cala, which is very important in the role of their wines, especially the white wines. So let's give this a go. I mean, this, as you can see by the colour, it's got that lovely sort of golden colour, really like appealing and intriguing wine. So let's give it a go, a sniff. You get a really good sort of powerful scent of like both citrus and floral. You get that sapidity as well on the nose, which I believe you get on the taste, and it's just real intriguing and pleasant wine to have. See, the sapidity that you get from the sea breeze, again, probably the name of the wine, La Cala, is about the breeze. The sea breeze comes in, you get that sapidity, which gives it a real balanced minerality. That almost saltiness, which is lovely, is pleasant. It's real fresh. There's no malolactic fermentation on there, by which I mean there's no malic acid is turned into lactic acid, which makes it a little bit more smooth and approachable. There is no malolactic in this, which is, you know, considering it's such a balanced wine, it's a, you know, amazing sort of wine how they get it to that. It's not too acidic, it's not too sharp, it's nice and balanced, and there's no malolactic, which is very hard to do, I would imagine. But yeah, really sort of interesting wine. This would be any sort of seafood dish would be perfect with this. You'd be in the island of Sardegna, seafood with this Vermentino, not a problem. Even as an aperitif, you could definitely get away with it, but definitely one you should try. Moving on, we are now talking about probably the most famous wine they produce. You must have seen this before. This is a Carignano di Sardegna Riserva, one of my all-time favourites. It's a wine that it doesn't really need introduction. They're so famous with it. This is probably the most famous wine they produce, Sella Mosca, and this is the Riserva. This is actually a 2015. So let's give this a go. Again, the colour's that sort of nice, dark, sort of deep red, which is, you know, really nice to look at. It's 100% Carignano, which is the same as Grenache. So again, with that non-Italian grape varietals, this is, you know, know, native to Sardegna. They call it Cannonau, the same sort of grape varietal as Grenache. So that's what you're looking at. Oh, it's got much more sort of mature flavours on the nose. I mean, this has had 6 months in barrel, 6 months in oak, and you get that slight sort of woodiness. So it's not too much, it's not sort of overpowering. I mean, you get things like dry violets, you get that plummy, jammy type sense, but you also get a bit of spice on the nose, which I love. I think it's such a nice wine when you get a bit of spice at the end. Let's give this a go. Really well structured wine. Sorry, I'm taking a bit longer on this one because it's just filled my whole mouth. Real, almost full bodied on the palate, really well structured. You get a real sort of sense of like blackcurrant, like deep blackcurranty type mature berry type flavours, and again you get the spice that you had on the nose. You get that again on the palate, which is lovely. And it's really sort of this is something I'll definitely have with some rare steak, or you know, some semi-aged cheeses. Would be amazing with this. But definitely a wine you should try if you haven't already done so. Moving on, so we are now on to Tanqueray. So Tanqueray is the name of this wine. Beautiful presented bottle with the embossed sort of emblem up there of the logo from Sella Mosca. This is a Cab Sav. So again, one of the native grapes there, not native, but one of the grapes varieties that they use is Cabernet Sauvignon. So you can see on the colour here, this is a lot darker, deeper, darker colour. This has had 12 months in barrel. So this is going to be a little bit more sort of powerful, but again, that deep dark colour is something that's quite intriguing and inviting. Real strong flavours. Complexity is great here. You get the black cherry, you get tobacco, you get cacao, you get leather, all the elements of a great wine, and it's all there. Now this one is a 2014, so again, it just shows it can age. I mean, Cab Sav, as you know, you get those typical sort of green bell pepper flavours, but with this, where the aging's been done, you get all of those other flavours coming through, which is amazing. This is something almost like a meditation where you can sit and have this on its own. But again, you get the pleasant balance of flavours. It's powerful, yet it's structured. It's not too much one way or the other. You get that really good balance. Again, this would go with sort of roasted meats, or even sort of aged cheeses with this. I'd love to have this with a nice 24-month aged Parmesan with this. Would be amazing for me. But again, one of the wines you might not have seen before. You might have seen the Cannonau, but this Cab Sav from Sardegna from Tanqueray is one of my favourites as well. So there we go, enjoy. Thank you very much for watching. Please do get into contact with us. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We have our YouTube channel. Please do comment if you want to see us try something that you might not know. Please do get in contact with us. Thank you very much.